Uh, 6:10 in the morning. Whenever you guys are going to see this, it'll probably be afternoon, but these are the ones the hardest of cancer. We have a chemo session at 7 o'clock in the morning. We starts at 7:30, which usually never starts at 7:30 or on time, depending on how many people are there. But this is like a 2-hour session, so sometimes, depending on how many people are there, you can be there for 4 hours. You can be there for six. Our last experience on a Saturday was we got there by 7. By 8 o'clock, they started everything, and by 12, we were already gone, which is something good. But it's just the strain that it takes on you. I mean, it takes the strain on my son. See, he's over there because he's the one that has to endure the chemo. But as a parent or as a caregiver, it takes the strain out on you too because you have to, we have to make sure that he takes his meds. We have to make sure that he showers because it's very important he showers. We have to make sure that he does other things because my son is 21 years old, but he's still young, clinically wise, and we have to make sure that he understands that what's being done to him is necessary, which he does. Yeah, he was very happy when he found out his markers went down. And we as parents are trying to teach him how to to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Kind of hard to do with a 21-year-old, and try to tell him, what was good food to eat. Stay away from sugary food, stay away from red meat, and we also going holistically too. We doing beets, we doing carrots, we doing graviola leaves, we doing their graviola beets, guanabanas, what we call it in Spanish. We're doing a lot of things, to maintain his immune system in a correct way. But it's hard. It really is hard. It's not. The good thing is that his side effects were basically zero. It's a little bit of nausea, just a little bit of nausea. His his appetite is not diminished at all. That's a good thing. That's a good thing about it. But you never think you'd be in a situation, and I met some great people here who are in situations that you see, you say, wow, they're still here. A person has leukemia for 2 years, still here. A person who I met in the 70s who has all the radiation done and all the chemo done, and there's nothing they can do. Now they're going to do therapy. Now they're going to do T cells um, to make sure that he can survive. So, you know, I say to myself, be gracious of what you have. Be thankful. Get on your knees and pray to God that He's giving you another day of life. That you have survived life. Because it's life that He has given us. And you may say to yourself, "Oh, living with cancer is not life." Yes, it is. It's still living. It's an unfortunate thing that's happening, whether it's through HIV, cancer, anything, paraplegic, anything, but you're still alive, and you got to give thanks to God for that. And as unfortunate that you may feel, you got to give thanks to God because there are many people that didn't wake up, and always give thanks to God. And no matter how oblique things may seem, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. God has you here for a reason. You may not walk, you're here for a reason. You might not talk, but you're here for a reason. You might not do many things that many people can't do, but you are here for a reason. And that's the way you should look at it. Look at it from that perspective, that God has a purpose for you. And you just have to take it, just embrace it and say that, God, no matter what happens to me, no matter what I'm going through, I'm still loyal to you, and I still love you, just like Job. The devil took everything away from Job, and Job never strayed because his love for God was so great that no matter what happened, he was not gonna let those. He was not gonna let these things affect his love towards God. And you look at it, I would say, if there's a God, why is he so cruel? God's not cruel. The things that happen in life. You say, well, how do you know God exists? How do we know you don't? Think about it. The air that we have the exact amount of air that we breathe. We have the exact same oxygen. The only planet here that has air. It's just so perfect. The amount of oxygen that we have, how birds should fly, how fish breathe underwater, how each animal has a purpose in this kingdom, or else it would have been Neanderthal. How everything fits perfectly, and yet somehow people don't believe. I, for one, believe. And I want to stay firm with me. And I'm going to firmly believe to the day that I die that there is a God out there. That Jesus Christ did come down from earth. That God made himself into Jesus. God gave his only begotten Son for ourselves. And I really believe that until the day that I die. And if I can destroy that into some people, I'm going to, because God, let me tell you something, everything, and I'm not lying to you, everything that I've asked God, he has given me. I am a person who was a sinner, who still am. Okay, who's an alcoholic for 25 years, who's had HIV for 21. And look at me. You know how many people in Puerto Rico, you know how many women have cried to me saying, Gio, I can't believe that you're like this. I said, what do you mean? Look at the way you look. My father just passed away from HIV. My uncle just passed away from HIV. And look at you. And at that time I was not taking any medicine. And I was still looking the way that I'm looking now. Never sway from my faith from God. It is what it is. Take things for what they are. Embrace life the way it is. Enjoy today as if it was your last. Make someone happy. Forget the past. Hug those that you've never hugged before. Let them know that you love them. And enjoy life. Embrace life. Don't die holding grudges. I don't speak to my daughter because my daughter speak to my son because don't speak to this. No, let that go. Let bygones be bygones. Because these are the moments that you see here that when we're in this room, you get to appreciate life. Because God forbid my son dies. What next? These are the moments that we take and we cherish. Then after this happens, and after this ordeal happens, and after we get that bell that he's cancer free, so we start making new memories. Memories to cherish. Memories to hold in videos, memories to hold in pictures, and say, look how far we have come. So that when I pass away, my kids can say, I remember the day my dad did this. I'm a joker. If anyone knows me, I'm a joker for life. And I like to joke. Whatever I do, it's a jokey thing. So I try to make every moment count. I try to make every moment laugh. And that's what I try to pass on to my kids. So yes, this is hard. Nothing easy about cancer. Nothing easy about waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I could be at a center at 7. Nothing easy about that. Nothing. But it has to be done for the greater good. And the greater good is that boy right there that's sleeping in that bed. The greater good is your mom. The greater good is your father. The greater good is that person that you are with. There's nothing better than having a support system in a situation like this, in any situation like this, even if it is going through Alcohol Anonymous or Narcotic Anonymous. A good health support system, a good system, it's good to have. So, You're going to be in for a long journey, but the outcome, it's going to be great. No matter how much you stumble, no matter how much the road is going to throw things at you, the devil's going to throw things at you, say, you're not going to survive. Pay no mind. Who's against me if God's with me? Remember that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. I appreciate everything you've done. Thank you for the prayers that you have given me for my son. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.